one leaves the state of matrimony. I mean monotony, no. I mean monogamy, no. I mean the state of confusion, because opposites attract at first, but then the friction grinds on one's nerves, so one then looks more for similarity and compatibility in the years thereafter.
As an aside, the marriage vows go something like this after translation.
I misunderstanding. Take thee, Mr. Right, first name always, as my awful wedded husband, through thickness and thin, for butter and for bratwurst, in richness and in wealth, until our debts do us part, bedding thee with these vows. I owe you. Why? A husband gives up his BS bachelor's degree and grants his wife an MRS degree. The engagement ring having led to the marriage ring, and thence to the suffering, the pre-divorce state of union that goes from here till eternity, to his absence, making your heart go wander. So many years later, after not giving one's ex the shaft, but the gold mine for one is a good person, one may want but not need to tunnel into New York State from the north, where from many are cold and quite a few are frozen. However, perhaps someone saw your doppelbanger dancing wild in a bar when you were actually having a quiet evening at home reading the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Mind you now that New York's married governor recently had to quit after getting caught seeing call girls. However, he has been replaced by a married and legally blind governor, who thus was supposed to be a safer bet,
but admitted on day 2 that he'd had affairs, but only because he had to use his hands to feel faces and bosoms to know who the ladies were.
Nor could one have 2 or more spouses.
The plural is not really spouses, but is actually spice.
For while there is not much wrong with giving of love to many,
there is not usually the time for that, except for many elder Mormons of certain sects who have several teenage wives for certain sex.
So one is indeed a free spirit and can thus have hope for oneself, to be in 2 states of love at once.
Enter pure bosom energy. Focus them like laser beams or torpedoes. And also the tunnel which you have further south, the alpha and omega of all things, toward the objective, and press on your belly button. This will send waves of pure bosomic sextronic energy that will turn into a holographic image for him of you, and you of him, and all that you mean to him, as the superpositioning that is here, there, and everywhere in this tunnel of love, powered by a rainbow, one that will ever envelop the 2 in a shimmering dome, whenever you so desire.